Hey, aloha gang, Evan here. Thought I'll take you guys out on the beach today, to the beach. You guys feel like going to the beach? All right, well, let's check it out. I'm on my way to Hawaii Kai from Waikiki. Waikiki is probably about, I'm guessing 10 minutes behind me now. And I like this drive because it's on my way home, and I live in Hawaii Kai, and it's always, there's mountains. Well, you can't really see it right now on one side, and then there's ocean on the other side. And I can remember when I was young, growing up, this was all like kind of pasture land over here. It was great. All the power lines was above the street. This is only, I think, a 2-lane highway. Now it's a 6-lane highway. But you have some mountains on the left side. As I said, ocean on the right. In the distance there, you see Coco Head, and we'll get a better view of that in a little while. But that is a mountain that nobody used to climb. I mean, literally nobody wanted to climb that thing. And now it's like a tourist attraction. Of course, we're in COVID lockdown right now, and there hasn't been any tourists here in a long time, which is bad for the economy but good for the environment. It's not, that mountain is not nearly as crowded as it used to be, but man, that thing used to be packed. When I was a kid, we went up that thing and it was just like, never again. This was miserable. And only within the last, I don't know, 10 years or so, that hill has just been going crazy with tourists. And when we get closer, I'll show you a little bit closer what the thing is. It's just basically a straight walk up a hill, but it's solid. I mean, it's steep. And yeah, so we are coming up to Hawaii Kai, and for all you mainlanders, we are coming out of summer right now. It is, tomorrow's October 1st. So we're going to be coming out of summer and going into winter. So you guys are still getting cold, but over here it's pretty much like this all the time. Kind of summer year round. So in the dead of summer, it might get up to like 98. In Waikiki, surrounded by buildings, like 99. And at night, like 85 maybe. But there's always trade winds. See how the trees are kind of blowing lately? There's always trade winds. So it never really gets blazing hot. Okay, so there's Coco Head again. And we're right across the street from the ocean. This is a boat launch in Hawaii Kai. And great swimming spot at the end of that point out there. It's called Port Lock. Super nice place to swim. And yeah, so anyway, what was I saying? What was I saying? I thought I knew these guys paddling. Sorry for the distraction, but yeah. So those are one-man canoes right there. I don't know if you guys have that in the mainland much, but solo canoes. Those things can go pretty fast. Downwind, you can get from here to Waikiki in under an hour. So it's about 8-9 miles from here in under an hour. So moving pretty good. Yeah. So it's always summer here. Always summer. Give you guys a view of this. So there's Port Lock Point out there. Good swimming spot. We used to jump off of this bridge when we were kids. Wouldn't really want to do it now. There is Coco Head off in the distance right there. And I'm going to turn this off for now, and I'll put it back on when I get into more interesting areas. Alright, so this is Coco Marina Shopping Center on your way to Hanauma Bay. This is kind of the last stop for food and stuff if you're going up to the Hanama Bay, which is going to be up here. Just beyond this hill is a big crater with a bay. And you're now kind of passing through Hawaii Kai. So, get a better look of Koko Head Crater. Okay, so right there, see the mountain. And then you see that there's a line going up the side. That line was a railway like carriage. So during the war, top of that mountain right there, there is a bomb, like a bomb shelter. And it's still there to this day, and on top of it there's a helicopter pad. So that was a lookout point during World War II because people were so freaked out. You'll find these bunkers all over the place on the island because everybody was so freaked out that the Japanese were going to invade again and take the island. It has been and continues to be a very strategic place in the Pacific. But now people hike up that thing all the time. Hanama Bay is down here. This is a preserve, like a fish preserve. You get a better view of it down here. So inside this crater, it's a collapsed crater on one side, and there is a bay inside, which is a fish preserve. So it is illegal to fish inside that bay. Great for snorkeling. Sandy Beach is going to be off in the distance down there, and that is our destination. In the winter, this whole mountain, it rains a little bit more at night in the winter, so this whole mountain is just green. It's beautiful. This is a public shooting area, so if you have guns, you can come shoot. Oh, and off in the distance over there, I don't know if you can see it on this, but there is Molokai off in the distance, our neighboring island. Yeah. It's a beautiful day today. Doesn't get much clearer. Yeah, throughout this whole pandemic thing, the island and nature has really kind of taken a breath. And I haven't seen Hanama Bay that clean, oh man, since I was a kid. So I think that the tourists are gonna start coming back on the 14th. And I tell you, if you're on the mainland right now and you want to come to Hawaii, it would be right now is the best time to come because it's been locked down for a while. People are still a little bit scared, but it's safe, I think, to travel. And you're gonna get Hawaii a lot less crowded than it usually is, and with a lot more of the just natural beauty. Everything's just kind of cleaner. Yeah, the sandy beach right here. I'm gonna go for a swim. Yeah, right there. Doesn't look like there's any waves. Right now on the north shore, we're starting to get some surf. So going into winter, the north shore gets a lot of surf. In the summertime, the south shore has more surf. So not a lot of surf here today, I don't think, but last week there was some waves. It kind of died off, but we'll take a look. Yeah, it looks pretty flat, but it still looks fun. Of course, the beaches are way more empty than they normally are. Water's nice and clean. Trying to find a parking spot down here. So anyway, you guys, thanks for joining me on my drive to Sandy Beach from about Kahala area. Hope you guys like that video, and I will tune in with you guys later. All right, hope you have a great evening, day, wherever you are in the world, and I will check you out later from Hawaii. Aloha.